scrolling right now, because what we are about to share in this video could save you thousands of dollars and protect you from one of the biggest mistakes buyers make in the desert.
We have been selling real estate in the Coachella Valley for years, and the number one thing we see buyers get wrong is this. They pick the wrong type of community for their lifestyle. They fall in love with a home, they rush the decision, and 6 months later, they're calling us saying, I don't understand what I was getting into.
Well, today we are fixing that. Gated communities, non-gated communities, HOA fees, golf memberships, rental restrictions, property value, lifestyle fit, we are covering all of it.
And we are saving our 3 biggest insider tips for the very end of this video. Tips that almost no agent will tell you before you sign. So stay with us all the way through, because those tips alone could be the difference between a dream home and a very expensive regret.
I am Payal Patel.
I am Amie Arbid.
And we together sell Coachella Valley, and we tell you everything. Together we are A&P Associates. Now, let's talk more.
We serve buyers and sellers across the entire Coachella Valley. Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, Indian Wells, La Quinta, Indio, Cathedral City. We live here, we work here, we know these communities from the inside out. Let us go.
Well, let's go. What country club living really means. Well, let's see.
Do you prefer a gated community or non-gated? Let's talk about what it actually means here in the Coachella Valley, because a lot of people have a very narrow picture of what this is.
People hear country club and they immediately think golf, private golf, expensive golf. But country club living here is so much bigger than that.
Country club living in the Coachella Valley means waking up every single morning to a resort style lifestyle right outside your front door. Sparkling pools and spas, state-of-the-art fitness centers, tennis courts, pickleball courts, bocce ball, clubhouse dining, organized social events, wine tastings, golf tournaments, holiday parties. The social calendar at some of these communities is absolutely incredible.
And yes, golf, world-class golf. The Coachella Valley has over 120 golf courses. It is one of the premier golf destinations in the entire United States. PGA professionals train here. Major tournaments are held here on courses designed by Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Greg Norman, Fred Couples.
So when we say country club living in the desert, we mean a full lifestyle, a community, a culture, a daily experience that most people only get on vacation, except here, it is your everyday life.
Now, within country club communities, there is very important distinction every buyer needs to understand before they start looking at homes, gated versus non-gated. And this one decision will affect your daily experience, your HOA fees, your rental options, and your long-term property value.
Let us start with gated. Picture this. You're driving home, you pull up to a beautiful entry gate, the guard smiles and waves you through. You turn onto a wide, perfectly landscaped street, palm trees lining both sides, mountain views at the end of every road, not a piece of trash in sight. The world outside just disappears.
That feeling is real, and there are very real practical reasons why buyers choose gated communities here in the valley.
Privacy and security. Gated communities control who comes in and who goes out. No strangers cutting through your neighborhood, no random traffic, no solicitors knocking on your door. A controlled, secured environment.
For second home buyers and vacation home owners, this is absolutely critical. Many of our clients spend 5 or 6 months of the year traveling. Knowing your home is sitting inside a gated, monitored community gives you a peace of mind that is genuinely hard to put a price on.
Property value protection also, because HOAs inside gated communities enforce strict standards every home contributes to, the look and the feel of the neighborhood. You cannot let your landscaping die. The HOA enforces standards that protect everyone's investment, and that shows up in how gated communities hold their values during slower market cycles.
Community culture. Gated country clubs attract buyers who value privacy, who are active, and who enjoy socializing within their community. The result is a cohesive cultural inside the gates. Neighbors know each other. People look out for one another. For buyers relocating from out of state, that built-in community is incredibly valuable. You move in and you already have a social network waiting for you.
Let us tour some of the most incredible gated country club communities in the Valley, city by city.
First, Rancho Mirage. Mission Hills Country Club, one of the most recognizable names in the entire desert. Guard-gated championship. Golf, have home of a major PGA tournament events right here in our backyard. Condos to a full estate homes. Social memberships that opens access to resort pools and the stunning clubhouse.
Also in Rancho Mirage, the Springs Country Club, gated, active, social scene, golf, tennis, beautiful homes, many with private pools, one of the friendliest and most welcoming clubs in the desert.
Palm Desert, Desert Falls Country Club, established in 1984. Over 1,100 homes from condos to custom estates, golf course ranked to top 10 by the Southern California PGA. And what makes Desert Falls stand out is that it is semi-private pay-to-play. No mandatory golf membership required. You get the full gated country club lifestyle without that added membership cost.
Indian Wells, Toscana Country Club. When you enter Toscana, you genuinely feel like you have landed in Italy. Olive and cypress trees, a stone clock tower ringing out the hours, wall fountains creating beautiful ambient sound everywhere you walk, homes from 2,700 all the way to over 6,500 square feet. This is elevated desert living at its absolute finest.
And then La Quinta, the gem of the desert, PGA West, 7 championship golf courses, home to PGA tours, events for decades. Rancho La Quinta Country Club, 700-acre views of 3 mountain ranges, nearly 960 homes, a 23,000 square feet clubhouse with dining, golf, shop, and incredibly active social calendar.
The Madison Club, the Hideaway, Tradition Golf Club, Griffin Ranch, each one a world-class gated community, attracting buyers from around the globe. La Quinta is in a category completely on its own.
Now let us talk money, because HOA fees are the questions we get every single time, and here is the honest truth.
HOA fees in gated country club communities range from roughly $200 a month on the lower end to over $1,000 at the most exclusive communities or more. And a higher HOA fee is not always a bad thing.
When your HOA covers exterior landscaping, cable net, internet, water building insurance, and pool maintenance, your actual out-of-pocket monthly cost can be surprisingly manageable because so many household expenses are bundled into one fee.
At private club communities, you may also have a separate golf membership on top of the HOA. One-time initiation fee plus monthly dues. At places like the Madison Club or Tradition Golf Club, that is a significant premium investment.
By the semi-private communities like Desert Falls or Palm Valley Country Club, there is no mandatory golf membership. You choose to golf or not. Much more flexibility and far less financial commitment.
Our number one advice before you fall in love with any community: calculate your total monthly cost. Mortgage plus HOA plus any membership dues. That is your real number. And make sure the amenities actually match your lifestyle. That is exactly where having the right agent
in your corner
makes all the difference.
Now let us talk about non-gated country club communities. And we want to be very clear before we go further.
Non-gated does not mean less desirable. Non-gated does not mean lower quality. And non-gated absolutely does not mean no amenities. There are stunning country club communities in this valley with no gate that offer resort-style living, beautiful homes, active social scenes, and incredible golf.
And in many cases, a non-gated community is actually the smarter financial choice, depending on your lifestyle and your goals.
The most obvious advantage is lower HOA fees. Without the infrastructure cost of gates, guard staffing, and entry systems, monthly dues are typically lower, sometimes by hundreds of dollars every single month. Over a year, that is thousands of dollars straight back in your pocket.
Well, let's talk about non-gated communities. Well, non-gated communities also tend to have more flexible short-term rental rules. For investors, this is a major factor. Some of the most popular gated communities in the valley have strict rental restrictions, minimum 30-day leases, or rental prohibited entirely. Non-gated communities are generally more flexible, and if you're buying with rental income in the mind, this distinctions could make or break your investment strategy.
Palm Desert Country Club, a well-established community, public golf course, true country club feel, significantly lower HOA overhead. One of the best values plays in the entire valley for a buyer who wants the golf lifestyle without the membership price tag.
Cathedral City is another fantastic option. Buyers often overlook sitting right between Palm Springs and Rancho Mirage. Easy access to world-class dining and entertainment from both the cities. Beautiful home, more accessible price points, and a relaxed, friendly community energy.
Bermuda Dunes Country Club, a classic desert golf community with a long history in the valley. Relaxed, friendly, affordable, that classic old desert character that longtime valley residents absolutely love.
And there is also a lifestyle ease to non-gated living that we want to mention. No gate codes to manage for guests, no waiting for the entry arm to lift. When you get home late, just open easy resort-style living at a price that makes real financial sense.
Let us make this simple. Who should choose gated?
If privacy and security are your top priority, if you are a second home or a vacation home buyer, you will be away for months at a time. If you want strong HOA standards protecting your property values, if you want an exclusive social community with a packed event calendar, and if the luxury resort feeling every single day is what you are after, gated is your answer.
And who should choose non-gated?
Well, if you want country club amenities at a more accessible price point, if convenience matters more to you than exclusivity, you are an investor or a short-term rental buyer watching your margins. You want a relaxed, open community with more neighborly energy, and if lower monthly overhead is important to your financial plan, non-gated is your move.
Neither is better, they're just different. And the right choice is entirely the one that matches your life, your goals, and your budget.
Okay, here are the 3 insider tips we promised you at the beginning of the video, and we truly mean it. Almost no agent tells buyers these things before they sign.
Tip 1, read the HOA Reserve Fund study before you make any offer. Not just the monthly fee, the reserve fund.
The reserve fund is the money the HOA has set aside for the future major expenses: roof replacements on the common building, road repaving, pool resurfacing, equipment replacement. A healthy reserve means the HOA is financially responsible. A depleted reserve is a major red flag.
We have seen buyers receive special assessment notices for $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000 shortly after closing because the HOA reserve was in poor shape. Do not let that happen to you. Ask for the reserve study. Read it.
Tip number 2, verify rental restrictions at both the HOA level and the city level before you buy. These are 2 completely separate layers of rule. An HOA may allow short-term rentals, but the city may require permits or impose minimum stay requirements. Or the city may be flexible, but the HOA prohibits rental entirely. You need to check both every single time.
Tip 3, visit the community at 2 different times before you make an offer. Once during peak season between January and March, and once in summer, July or August.
A community in February when the weather is perfect and everyone is here can feel a completely different place. In August, at 112 degrees, you're buying both the versions of that community. Make sure you love them both before you commit.
These three things alone can save you from a very expensive mistake. That is the difference between having an agent who just opens doors and having an agent who actually protects you. And that is exactly what we do for every single one of our clients.
The Coachella Valley is one of the most extraordinary places to own real estate in the country right now. 350 days of sunshine, world-class golf, incredible dining, art, music festivals, hiking, spas, and a community of people who truly knows how to enjoy life.
Whether you are relocating full-time, buying a second home, or investing in a short-term rental, this valley has a lifestyle and a community built just for you. Gated or non-gated, we know them all. We love them all. And we would love to help you find the one that fits your life perfectly.
Hit subscribe. We post every week about desert living and real estate.
And be sure to drop a comment. Buying, selling, or investing, we read every one.
We are Payal
and Amie.
My number is 224-717-9423.
760-880-2028.
See you in the next one.